new painting. What do you guys think of that? I wasn't really planning on finding an attic to explore today. Wow, this turned out to be more than I thought it was going to be. Almost got excited. I thought, oh, look at that. Oh yeah, there is a rattler here. Yeah. And diapers, that's... Man, surely they weren't in here with a bunch of kids. Kids' clothes there. The skeletal figures and the stuff they're holding, this is all drill equipment and mining equipment. And this mill site was actually started in 1974 and then completed in the early 80s and processed quite a bit of material here all the way up until as late as 1998. It's kind of sad. I think this was someone's existence at one time. Hello everybody. The photo up in the upper right is what this building looked like in 2017. And since then there's been a lot of vandalism, art performed, whatever you want to call it. But either way, this is how it looks now. For a little history on the area, Bob Black, a Native American, was the first to discover mineable minerals in the area in 1890. By 1894, several companies were involved in the area. The town of Vanderbilt was developing, had a population about 200 to 400 during that time. The Boomerang Mine, Morningstar Mine, Gold Bronze, the St. George, formerly the Gold Bar. A couple of those are still in the area. They all became contributors to this mill site being developed. And this mill site was actually started in 1974 and then completed in the early 80s and processed quite a bit of material here all the way up until as late as 1998. Mining operations were pretty active from 1894. About 1901, 1902, where things kind of played out. The methods of recovering ore didn't make it profitable to mine what was here at that time. And things stayed a little dormant until 1909, when there was a restart of the Boomerang and the Vanderbilt. That lasted about 2 years before things ground to a halt. And nothing was really recorded until about 1924, where a large mining company came in and leased the area. That lasted about 1929 or so. As everybody knows, that was around the time of the Great Depression, stock market crash and everything. And then there was another lull from 1934 to 1942. It's the new painting. What do you guys think of that? Beautiful morning, light breeze. It's about 65 degrees right now. Right now we're about 25, 30 miles east of Lone Pine, California. And right down there at the end of the dirt road is Highway 190. Back that way is Death Valley. Not sure what this is. It looks like part of an old, maybe an old shaker table or something. I'm just saying that because of the little rivets across there. Look like they might have held the top of the table on there.
You can see this isn't much of a waste rock pile, but you never know. These things have surprised me before. You can see it once had rails. This right here, the rails would have gone along here. And you see there's a board left from the trestle, another one there, another one there, there. So they would have kept building the trestle out and dumping more rock off the edge, and this would have been where they called it quits. So wasn't really planning on finding an adit to explore today. Looks like this might have been, oh yeah, there's a little mineralization right there. You see the red on there, right there. Yeah, a little mineralization right there. Not sure what, but let's go in and see what we can see. So when you come in, check the area very closely for snakes. I've run across several of them in my travels. They usually don't bother you as long as you don't bother them. So here's this would be the hanging wall. You see how smooth it is right there? And then over here would be the footwall. So not a very wide area of mineralization from there to there. So what is that? About 6 feet? Well, this is interesting in a couple of things. There didn't seem to be enough waste rock outside for this material removed, so I'm thinking they must have hauled off the ore. They didn't do any processing of it here. Everything outside is just waste rock. Wow, this turned out to be more than I thought it was going to be. Almost got excited. I thought, oh, look at that. There's some mineralization. I guess this is getting to the end. And we're not finding anything. Maybe we missed something. So there's some mineralization there. And they got back here and they said, well, that's it. Call it a day, boys. Pack her up. Headed for Vegas. That's too bad. Usually when you get to the back and they quit, the miners will sign everything. At least sign the wall. But you can see there's a... So this is a fault that was running parallel to the first one we came into. So you can see the footwall right here, and you can see the material. So that's probably what they were looking for, was a parallel fault. So you can see here this mineralization basically stops right here at the footwall. And here's your hanging wall, and you can see the gouge, the fault gouge, and the mineralized rock material that's in here. Well, this is all milled, so I'm going to say 30s or 40s maybe, late 20s. Now look at this. This is in here compressed, pressed against that wall so that it would press against this. To hold it in place to keep this rock from tumbling down. When I say pressed, I mean that it's just right there on that little corner to hold it in place. And then when the rock comes down, it pushes against the other rock and holds it in place. And then this support here keeps these boards in place to keep this rock from falling down in here. Or their track once was. Trash, trash. Somebody left their trash. Alright. I really don't want to reach in there, but we don't want to leave that behind. Yeah, that's my thing. I hate trash. We'll collect that up. Alright, well, we're going to head on down the road to our next stop. Gobs of spiders in here. And this, ooh, look at there. Looky there. Get some. Oh yeah, there is the rattler. Hear it? Got a 3-footer. I bet he's got away. Up that way, maybe not. Yeah, we don't want to bother him, man. We'll get up here now and get a good picture of him. Yeah. It's kind of nice. One of the few I can stand up in. I'm a little over 6 foot tall, and I can walk through here almost stand up straight. The infamous teddy bear. Little cubby hole. Yeah, I'd say this is right here where they were living. They had their little mat here. Probably slept on that. Looks like it was a woman living in here. Very odd. Their flashlight left behind. Little recent graffiti. Very strange. Yeah, I gotta check it, see if it works. Nah, just the cheap little plastic, no batteries in it. Some old shaps. Riding shaps. They've been burned. Huh. At least that's what it looks like. Maybe a saddlebag. Probably a saddlebag. Well, this is as far as the old line went. I guess we'll go try that other spot. It's kind of sad. I think this was someone's existence at one time. We tried. They had toothpaste shops or soap and all that. Got mats and stuff here. Probably stuff they used to sleep on. Probably something they used for carrying water back and forth. Looks like they had candles up there. Old candle wax on the side there, like the old timers. And diapers, that's... Man, surely they weren't in here with a bunch of kids. Kids' clothes there. Alright, well, there's where we came in. Guess we'll head down this way. Well, I guess that's what that burnt thing was down there, is a suitcase. Some ladies' shoes.